Hey everybody, so I'm back with another Empties video. Let's talk trash. So I've actually got a ton of stuff here because it's from like 3 months and it's just one of those seasonal things where you run out of everything, and I've actually been holding on to this for like a while. Like we had to be out of the house when renovations were done, and like I carried trash with me. That's how you know you love your husband or significant other, when they don't even question why you're moving your trash. They know it's in the beauty bin and like it is sacred. That's love. All right, so let's get started. Push that aside. So first thing that popped out here was this Tom's long-lasting natural deodorant. The lavender smelled great, but it's mostly full, because I don't feel that it did anything. Yes, it's a deodorant, but it also just smells a lot like lavender. I could just put lavender oil on my body and mask any type of funk. I won't repurchase this. I feel like it has a gross, oily texture when it covers the skin and just gives me the creeps. So I know you're natural, but you're gross. Next, I loved this toner. So this is the Carol's Daughter Acai Hydrating Exfoliating Toner, and it is for drier, parched skin. So I bought this obviously in the winter time. My skin is much more combination in the winter versus like ridiculously oily. So I was digging this. It took off my makeup super well. Very gentle. There was no stinging, there was no burning. I loved it. I would definitely repurchase this. Actually, I'm playing with the Sephora cleansing water at the moment, which is good, but this is great. I bought it at Target. Big fan. Now, a hair product. This is the Wella Calm treatment for those with sensitive scalp. I purchased this because it is a fragrance-free product, and it is fragrance-free. It is awesome for that. I recommend it to people who have sensitivity to fragrance, whether it be on your skin or scent-wise. It really has no fragrance to it. As far as it being a treatment though, I feel like that's kind of an overstatement. It's really just, to me, a daily conditioner. It didn't do anything super special to be called a treatment, but it's a good conditioner and it's fragrance free. So if you would like something cost effective, this range is super cost effective for a salon line, and you need some moisture, but don't look for this product as like your end all be all like treatment to keep your hair attached. But it's good for a daily conditioner. Now this next product is one I've seen around before. I think one of like my favorite YouTubers, Sunnybrook, has these in her beauty shop, but I've never tried them. But when I was out of town, I went into Sephora in New York and figured I'd do my own like in hotel room spa treatment, and I picked up the Karuna clarifying face mask. Now this is one of those sheet masks, and it's very wet. It's like you're putting like a wet Swiffer sheet on your face initially. But when I sat there for like 20 minutes with it on my face, like my skin looked so amazing and glowy afterwards. I went to bed right after, and I feel like when I woke up in the morning, my skin was so refreshed and renewed. So even though these puppies, I think, are like $8 each, it's a nice treat. It was a very pleasant surprise. I'd give it a whirl again. Now, back into the bin, I have an Old Faithful. This is the Up and Up Eye Makeup Remover. It's supposed to be compared to the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover, and I think it does a great job. At the moment, I'm using coconut oil, which is really good, and I just had it, so I wouldn't have to buy something else. But I like this. It's just easy, and it does the job. So, you are nice. And then I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted Brow Gel. So initially, I did not like this. I almost, just to be picky, felt that the wand was too tiny, and it is so tiny. I mean, that's a little guy. But it really is good for getting into your brow hairs, and even if you don't pencil them in, it's a perfect, like, quick little brow gel product. I ended up really liking it. I will say when you first buy it, somehow it was very dry, and I almost was like, is there product in here? Why is nothing coming out? And then somehow the air activated it in a way and made it more liquidy and creamy and came out. But it lasts all day. It has a good amount of color to it, and I really loved it. And it's nice and natural, so that's a bonus. It's a bonus. And I have another Clarisonic head. This is the deep pore cleansing one. That is, pretty sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one that's in there. I don't know if I replace them every 3 months like I should, but when I remember and I feel like doing it, I do. But yeah, a new Clarisonic brush head is what I have on my brush now. But yeah, gotta love a Clarisonic. I have a Maybelline Define-A-Brow brow pencil. As far as drugstore, this junk is on point. I used him before my current favorite, which is the Clinique brow pencil that's retractable. And the Clinique ones I find to be a little bit ashier of a formula. And when I went back to this to be more cost effective, I found it to be a little warm. So that's something to think about. But in the end, it's amazing. The formula is great. I will say this little comb, useless. Useless Maybelline. Put a spoolie on it or nothing. Who uses this? Nobody. A Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in 15 Fair. It's a great concealer. It's perfect for on the go. This one was kind of getting old and funky, so it's time to replace it, and I did replace it. That's actually the one that I keep in my purse. So it's a great concealer. I have a sample of the First Aid Beauty face cleanser. It was fine, but I purchased my Purity Clean after it, so I think that says enough. It was a good sample. Whatever. The KMS California Moisture Repair Conditioner. This is just a daily conditioner. Once again, it is, okay, it's not fragrance free, but fragrance is the last ingredient, so it is minimal. It's all right. It detangles. With someone that has my amount of highlights, there's just better out there. I decided not to carry it at the studio for a reason. It was just too light and it just didn't wow me. So, sorry. I feel like I'm actually hurting their feelings, which I realize is ridiculous, but you just have to know. Now, next, I have the Kevin Murphy Fresh Hair Dry Cleaning Spray. It's awesome. It's a great styling product. It's perfect for absorbing moisture at your root area. It's perfect for creating kind of undone, dry textures of waves. It smells good. It truly disappears in the hair. If you have 3 strands of hair and you hate dry shampoo because you feel it, you're not gonna feel it with this guy. The problem that I have with this guy is just with what the business won't allow me to do with it. But I love the Kevin Murphy Fresh Hair. It's awesome sauce. It's very bright. You get it. It's great. Next up is another Kevin Murphy product. This is their Bodybuilder Volumizing Mousse. It's great. It's a directional mousse, so it's very easy to get it at your root area or work in with your hands through your mid, links, and ends. Great hold, great feel, great product. Next up, I have the Eucerin Intensive Repair Hand Cream. This was what was just on my nightstand. It was very hydrating on my hands in the winter time. I liked how it worked into my hands. I still think I prefer the Palmer's fragrance-free cocoa butter, but it's a great purse lotion too, especially for the size. But yeah, fragrance-free and really good and hydrating. And not too greasy, because like Eucerin has another cream that almost is like a balm that like I would never imagine you could like throw it in your purse and keep it and like think you're going to be out in public, put on moisturizer, and then not like slip off the door when you go to leave someplace. But that one is good. We have the Kevin Murphy Angel Wash. Now this is a color safe shampoo for fine color treated hair. And it adds light volume. My hair did not feel stripped with this product, but I wasn't wowed, but it wasn't bad. You're all right. No hard feelings. I love their packaging. Even if, you know, I can't carry them in the studio for whatever reason, I just think their packaging is like the most adorable. So we went. All right, next up, we have the KMS Silk Sheen Leave-In Conditioner. I prefer a leave-in that is more creamy. This was very liquidy. I did not feel like it did much, and that's that. This is a Freeman clay mask with avocado and oatmeal. It's green. I feel like it draws out impurities, but I honestly couldn't remember how long I've had it, and I just felt like it was getting gooky. But big fan. I'd repurchase it. Sorry, my nose itches. It's not a booger. Ooh. Okay, so this is the Kevin Murphy Staying Alive Leave-In Treatment. I really liked this. Perfect for lightweight hair, light fine hair that can't take a lot of heavy product on it. The only thing I have with this is it contains black pepper extract, which evidently is really good for balancing out like the pH in your hair, which is great. Thank you. However, it smells like pepper. It was just too much. The scent does go away like once you're done styling and your hair's not wet anymore, but it was not good. I did not love that scent at all. It was kind of terrible. It made it unpleasant to use. It was that strong of a scent, but the effect of the product was great. I have a Sebastian Reshaper. I'm sure you have seen this before. This is Shaper's cooler younger sister. It is a flexible up to medium hold hairspray. It's light in scent, and it's just a good classic spray. That is all I have to say about him. We have a NYX Matte Finish Facial Mist, the setting spray. It does a good job. The problem is I've gotten spoiled with the Urban Decay De-Slick. I will say this I feel is better as a primer instead of a setting spray. So you would apply your normal primer, do a mist of this, and then go on with your foundation. I feel like it keeps you much more matte than if you use it just as a setting spray. You could double up and use it as your base layer and your finishing, but then you're just using a ton of it. So I would use it as a base coat and not a setting spray, but it's not bad. All right, next we have my Philosophy Purity Clean. My husband and I both use it. It is awesome. You've seen it before. I repurchased it, so it's just a win. This is a very old Sonia Kashuk foundation brush, and if you look close enough, you can see that like it has all these like threads and little hairs coming out of it. So he was just done. I got a new foundation brush from Glow Minerals, and I love it. So I still use a foundation brush, but then I also use the Beauty Blender sometimes. But this brush was really good. I probably have had this like 3 years, and for the price, it's not that bad to have to replace it then, but it is what it is. This is a blush brush from Bedhead Cosmetics. It's actually the Foxy brush, but this puppy I have had 6-7 years, so she had a good life, contrary to what she looks like. The bristles just got so dry, so crusty, and so flaky, it like kind of hurt to use it. So I have replaced her, but you were such a good friend. Next up, I have a Smith's Rosebud Salve. It is hydrating, but who on this earth enjoys putting roses on their lips? Like, I don't know, like you're gonna eat roses. Gross. I kept this in my car, and every time I was like, just use it so you can be done with it. Just use it so you could be done with it. It tastes disgusting. Smith's has redeemed itself because in my kitchen I have the strawberry one, but the Rosebud, gross. Gross. All I have to say. I have a Lush Honey Trap Lip Balm. This puppy is pretty good, pretty hydrating, tastes delicious, unlike that other beast you just saw. But I hate that it's in a pot. Gives me the willies, but it's hydrating and it's from Lush, so that's nice. I have an old spoolie from Sonia Kashuk. Had a good life once again, just kind of got junky. This pops off, so that's a pain. Has been replaced with a slightly smaller spoolie from Glow Minerals. So, bye guy. I feel so successful by doing this. Like the weirdest type of girl success ever. MAC syrup, gone. Obliterated. I love that lipstick. It is just so practical. You could put a liner under it to make it more precise and have a little more va-va-voom. It's great just day to day, just to have a wash of color on your lips. Everyone should own MAC syrup. I love it. It has been repurchased. It is amazing. That is all. But not actually, I have more stuff. The Chapstick Moisturizer Lip Balm. It just was old. I got this weird kick a couple months ago where I felt like everything was contaminated and I just needed to clean stuff out. So he does a good job. I don't feel like these are particularly hydrating and amazing, but they are fine. I prefer like the Burt's Bees ones, but they're a little waxy. And I will say your man doesn't normally love like the tackiness of Burt's, but the chapstick is all right. All right. This is the Mongo Kiss with Mango Oil Pomegranate Lip Balm. I got this at Whole Foods because I was trying to be earthy and wanted to ingest organic products off of my lips. I just don't feel like it did anything. I feel like it was a $2 version of the 90-cent chapstick, and I know they've got better things at Whole Foods, and I just wouldn't buy this again. Lo siento. And then I have a Glow Minerals gloss. This is Starstruck. This is a super sparkly, super pretty, summery, sheer shade. I just feel like it was time to go. This is several years old. So I just felt like it was time to go, but it's beautiful. It's like the prettiest shiny sheer shade. It's perfect for like parties, going out, but it just, she needed to be replaced. That's all. That's all. I love their formulation, so I don't need to go on any more about that. Another success is an Empty Pro Longwear Concealer. This is NW20. It is great for under my eyes. It is not too pale. It is not too dark. It is tough and it lasts. So he was repurchased. He will live to see another day. And then last but not least is the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner. Now this has a felt tip brush. It is very black. It is a matte liquid eyeliner. I feel like I never hear anybody talk about it, but it's my favorite. I tried after I ran out of this one to use a brush liquid eyeliner, and I ended up like so angry one day from trying to do that I went out and I repurchased my old faithful eyeliner. So Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner in black. You are amazing. All right, so those are all of my empties. I hope you enjoyed going through my garbage with me and all those little mini reviews. I'm sure those were helpful, or at least I hope they were. But anyway, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.